And
Okay.
WT 22 and average waiting time 4.4.
Have you cross-checked your Gantt chart?
Yes,
Gantt chart
sir.
आपने
I
so it was the
I
same that
was
I had drawn yesterday.
yeah, sir. It is same, but
Okay, okay. Any other? Ankita is there? Ankita?
Yes, sir.
So have you got the same answer or any different answer?
Yes, sir. I also got the same answer, but I'm not sure.
Okay, let's start to solve the example now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so arrival time, I think I have given. Okay, we'll do one thing. Okay, I think process P1, then P2, P3, P4 and P5. स्क्रीन विजिबल आहे ना? काय अडचण नाही ना स्क्रीनचा? Okay, I think arrival time I have given 0, 2, 4, 6 and 7 and bus time 7, 5, 2, 1, 7. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now try to draw first Gantt chart. बोला की. Yes. आवाज म्यूट केला का नाही? Okay, so first draw the Gantt chart starting with P1. I think P1 will start and value draw करण्यावर अवघड आहे. Okay, let's go for the paint. That is better. Mm, okay, values arrival time It's 0, 2, 4, 6, and 7. And bus time it is 7, 5, 2, 1, and again it is 7. Okay. Now let's first draw the Gantt chart. Okay, so initially which P1 process will start. P1 will start for 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, remaining 5 seconds, process P2 also have 5 seconds. So P1 will continue until 4. Then at the 4 second, P3 is coming. After 4 seconds, P1 remaining time it is 3, and P3 remaining time, sorry, your P3 burst time it is 2. So P3 will start executing. Then after 1 second, again P4, yes, P4 is coming, but P3 remaining time 1, P4's time 1, so P3 will continue until 6. After that, again P3 will, yeah, P3, wait, 4 to 6, yes, P3 gets completed and P4 will start. Then P4 completed at 7. At the same time, P5 enter, but 7, 5, and 3. So P1 continue until 10, and after that P2 and P5 remaining. So P2 will continue until 15, and at the end only one process remaining, that is the P5. I think already I have explained until this yesterday. So is there anybody having the problem to understand the Gantt chart? Should I explain it again? Because if this is clear, our rest problem will be correct. Otherwise, you will not get the correct answer. So should I repeat the explanation of this Gantt chart, or should I continue? Anybody have problem?
Sir, repeat it, sir.
Okay. So to draw the Gantt chart, first understand which processes are existing in the system. So at the initial level, there is only one process is present in the system, that is P1. ओके 0 सेकंडला फक्त P1 सिस्टम मध्ये होती. P2 कधी आली? आफ्टर 2 सेकंड. ओके P3 कधी आली? आफ्टर 4 सेकंड, and so on, P4 and P5. So at the initial level, only P1 was present. So P1 start its execution. Correct. Now it continues its execution until P2 is arrived. P2 arrive at the second or after 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds, how much remaining for time for the P1? 7 minus 2, it is 5. Okay, after 2 seconds, P1 remaining burst time is the 5, and similar P2 also has the burst time 5. So both require the same time. So if there is a tie in the burst time, we know that the current process which is executing at processor, it will continue. So since P1 is executing, so P1 will continue its run. Okay, now this happened after 2 seconds. Now at the 4th second, another process come, that is the P3. Now after 4 seconds, what is the remaining time for P1? 7 minus 4. Okay, after 4 seconds, remaining time for P1 is the 7 minus 4, that is 3. Now the new process that is arrived, it has the burst time 2. P3, that is new process which arrive that has the burst time 2. So compare 3 and 2. P3 2 has the shortest burst time. So that's why as per the algorithm, shortest remaining time job first, it will allocate P3. So P3 it will get allocated, and when it allocated at the 4th second. Okay, so P3 started execution. Now after okay, after 2 seconds, again one more process arrived, that is P4. Now after 2 seconds, that is at the second 6, 4 to 6, 4 to 6 मध्ये P3 ने एक्झिक्युशन 2 सेकंडचं केलंय. म्हणजे P3 ला राहिले किती अजून? P3 ला राहिले किती? आणखी 2 सेकंड. ओके, 4 to 6 मध्ये एक्झिक्युशन झालं. म्हणजे ऍट द टाइम ऑफ 6 सेकंड P3 requires again 2 seconds. Okay, but P4 it has 4 2. Okay, it is 2 and it is compared with 1. Arrival time here, it should not be 6. Are we missing something? Zero to 4, P1 will continue. Okay, after that P3 will come, and 4 to 6, P3 should get completely executed. Yes, and after 6, P4 is coming. So 6 to 7, P4 will get executed. Okay, then P4, yeah, okay. So P3 it started at 4, and after 6 seconds it completed execution. Okay, now after P3 complete execution at the 6 seconds, new process comes, that is the P4, having the burst time 1. And now system has P4, P2 and P1. At 6 seconds, system has P4, P2 and P1. Among that, P4 require 1, P2 require 5 and P1 require 3. So shortage is the P4. So P4 will get the CPU, and at 6 to 7 it completes its execution. At 7 new process arrive, that is the P5. Again system has comparison among P5, P1 and P2. P5 7, P2 5 and P1 3. So P1 will get complete execute. Okay, P1 will get the CPU, and between 7 to 10 it will completely execute. फक्त 3 सेकंद त्याचे राहिले होते, आणि त्यानंतर मग राहिले कोणते फक्त 2, P2 आणि P5. P2 ला किती वेळ लागणार आहे? 5, P3 ला 7. So P2 will get the processor, it will complete execution from 10 to 15, and at the 15 P5 will start and will complete by 22 seconds. समजले? आणखी एकदा रिपीट करायचंय.
सर हॅलो, P3 चं रिमेनिंग 2 काय केलं आपण? ते कशाचीच कम्पेअर नाही ना केलं.
P3 ला लागणारा 2 आहे फक्त आपल्याला. ओके, त्याला कंपॅरिझनची गरज नाही पडली आपल्याला. करेक्ट आहे. ठीक आहे.
ते रिमेनिंग 2
कुठलं रिमेनिंग 2?
त्याचे 2 सेकंड आपण पुढे हे केलेत, मग राहिलेले 2.
नाही, P3 ला टोटल टाइम 2च लागतोय, आणि ते आपण 4 ते 6 मध्ये कम्प्लीट एक्झिक्यूट केले.
हा ठीक आहे.
P कम्प्लीट एक्झिक्यूट झाले त्या केसमध्ये.
हा ठीक आहे.
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन विचारत राहा. अजून कोणाला प्रॉब्लेम पुढे समजलं नाही असं आहे? समज असेल then I will go for the calculation of turnaround time and waiting time. हे जर समज असेल, एकदा जर गॅन चार्ट समजला तर पुढचं कॅल्क्युलेशन सगळे इझी आहे. ओके, सो फर्स्ट अंडरस्टँड द गॅन चार्ट. इज इट क्लिअर? कॅन आय मूव्ह टू द टर्नअराउंड टाइम?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can calculate for turnaround time for P1. Use the formula for the turnaround time, that is completion time minus arrival time. Okay, so completion time for P1, when the P1 completely execute at the 10. So 10 minus, what is the arrival time for P1? It is 0. So for P1, turnaround time is the 10. Now calculate for the P2. Completion time for P2, it is 15 minus, what is the arrival time? It is 2. So the turnaround time, it is the 30. For P3, completion time, Abhishek Bangar, what is the completion time for P3? Abhishek, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What is the completion time for P3?
6, sir.
Okay, 6. Sonia Kagde, what is the arrival time for P3? Sonia Kagde, are you there? Anuradha? Okay. Diksha is there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is the arrival time for P3? What is the arrival time for P3?
2.
2.
4 seconds.
किती आहे?
4.
It is 4. Okay. Diksha, tell me, what is the completion time for P4?
7.
Okay. 7. Chaitali, what is the completion time? Oh, sorry, what is the arrival time for P4?
6 seconds.
Okay, 6. So turnaround time, it is 1. Anuja Shira, what is the completion time for P5? Anuja Shira is there? Anuja? Chetan Shirsagar? Pratika Bhosle is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me, what is the completion time for P5?
22.
Okay, 22. Renuka Kadam is there? Renuka? Renuka Kadam,
Yes, sir.
what is the arrival time for P5? Arrival time for P5?
7.
Okay. So it is 15. So do the addition. What is the addition? 16, 30. I think it is 40.
41.
41.
Yes, it is 41. Divided by 5. So you will get average turnaround time, that is 8.2. Okay. Now go for the waiting time. Snehal Pujari is there? Snehal Pujari?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me the formula for waiting time. How to calculate waiting time? Sonia? Sonia Kagde?
Completion time minus turnaround time, sir.
For waiting time.
Sorry, sir, bus time.
Okay. So turnaround time minus bus time.
Bus time.
Okay, okay. Sonia Kagde. Sonali is there? Sonali Landge?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is the completion time for P1? Sorry, turnaround time for P1?
10.
10. Okay. Minus bus time for P1?
7.
7. So waiting time, it will be 3. Okay. Supriya Kodak. Turnaround time for P2? Supriya is there? Supriya Kodak. Supriya? Vaishnavi Kamble? Vaishnavi is there? Priyanka Mani? Priyanka?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me the waiting time for P2? How to calculate? I think क्वेश्चनिंग चालू करायच्या आधी नियर अबाउट 107 प्रेझेंट होते. क्वेश्चनिंग चालू झालं 84 फक्त प्रेझेंट राहिले. 83. This is the scenario. Actual scenario. Akhilesh Kute, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me? Calculate?
No, sir.
Okay. येत नसेल तर सांगा तुम्ही. That is not a crime. Okay. येत नसेल तर सांगा, काही अडचण नाही. But you have to.
हो सर, हो सर.
ओके, ठीक आहे अखिलेश. ओके, लेट इट बी. बाकीचे चालले का पळून अजून? 82. Okay, so calculation for waiting time, it is the turnaround time minus burst time. So turnaround time for P2, it is 13. 13 minus, what is the burst time? For P2, it is 5. So 8, it is the waiting time. So also here you can check. Okay, P2, it has started at 10 seconds. त्याच्या आधी सीपीयू कधी मिळालं नाहीये आणि अरायवल कधी आहे 2 सेकंड म्हणजे तोपर्यंत त्याला वेट करावं लागते सो इट इज द 8 10 minus 2 it is again 8 so likewise turnaround time minus burst time it is also giving the same result. Third, what is P3? For P3 turnaround time it is 2 minus execution time or burst time again it is 2 so the waiting time is the 0. Next for P4 turnaround time it is 1 minus burst time again it is 1 so waiting time again it is the 0. And last P5 the turnaround time 15 minus burst time 7 so the
8.
waiting time is 8 so total 8 plus 8 plus 3 it is 19. To calculate the average waiting time divided by number of processes, so number of processes 5 so I think it is 3.8. Okay, got the answer? Likewise you can calculate response time. Response time, it is the when the first time CPU get allocated minus arrival time. So for P1 first time got the CPU at the 0 second minus arrival time 0 so response is the 0. Similarly for P2 first time it got at the 10 second so 10 minus arrival time it is 2 so response time is 8. For P3 first time got at the 4 second and arrival time again it is 4 so response time 0. Similarly for P4 first time got 6 minus arrival time again it is 6 so it is 0. And for P5 again it is 15 minus 7 that is equal to 8 so response time total it is 16 is the total response time. Okay, so this is the calculation for total turnaround time, waiting time and response time. Okay, so this is regarding the shortest remaining time first algorithm. Any doubt? This is for the preemption. Okay, so now the move to the next algorithm, that is the round robin scheduling. In the round robin scheduling, the every process will get a particular time slot. For each process, it will get a time slot, and every process has to execute as per that time slot only. If the time slot is not enough, then process will preempt and it will get the next turn for the execution. Okay, for example, and definitely, and second thing, it will move, it will execute as first come first serve basis. That is FCFS basis. Okay, for example, here we have the 4 process P1, P2, P3, and P4, and we are allocating time slot 2. time slice 2. That means for the 2 second or this 2 millisecond, okay, 2 you can consider any time unit. Okay, suppose I'm considering second. So if every process got the 2 second for execution, then P1 it will first execute for 2 seconds. After that, it will uh, left left the CPU, left the processor, and P2 it will get that CPU. Then P2 it will execute for 2 seconds. 2 seconds remaining, it will leave the processor. Next P3 it will get the processor. It will execute for 2 seconds, and within the 2 seconds it get completely execute. So no issue. It will terminate. And P4 it require only 1 second. So and the time slot is 2 seconds, but it will take only 1 second and it will terminate. And after that again P1 will get started. म्हणजे ह्या केसमध्ये जो टाइम स्लॉट दिलाय तेवढ्या टाइम स्लॉट पुरतच ती प्रोसेस एक्झिक्यूट होईल. जर समजा काही रिमेनिंग जॉब असेल तर त्यासाठी त्याला नेक्स्ट टर्न मिळेल. जर सपोज टाइम स्लॉट पेक्षा कमी वेळ लागत असेल तर ते एक्झिक्यूट होईल आणि रिमेनिंग टाइम तो पुढच्या प्रोसेसला देऊन टाकेल. आणि जर ॲज पर टाइम स्लॉट जर त्याला तेवढाच वेळ लागत असेल तर त्या ड्युरेशनमध्ये कंप्लीट एक्झिक्यूट होईल आणि एक्झिट होईल. ओके, आणि रिमेनिंग असेल तर नेक्स्ट टर्नला परत ते एक्झिक्युशन स्टार्ट होईल. दॅट इज अ सिम्पल कन्सेप्ट. तर ह्या केसमध्ये एव्हरी प्रोसेस इट विल गेट अ पर्टिक्युलर टाइम स्लॉट. ओके, एव्हरी प्रोसेस इट विल गेट अ पर्टिक्युलर टाइम स्लॉट. फक्त ह्या केसमध्ये प्रॉब्लेम काय होतो? कंटेक्स्ट स्विचिंगचा. Context switching it is more in this case because every process it has to continuously switch when the time slot is expired. Okay, so can you move for the problem? Okay, example through आपण better understand होईल तुम्हाला. Okay, through the example you can better understand. We'll take one example and okay, consider the same example P1, P2, P3 and P4 with arrival time 0, 2, 3 and 9 and burst time 7, 4, 2, 1. Okay, now first draw the Gantt chart. That is a simple. Now to draw this Gantt chart, okay, now initially only P1 is present at the 0 second. So P1 it will start its execution and it will execute only for the 2 seconds. We are considering time slot is equal to 2. Okay, so P1 it will execute for 2 seconds only. After 2 seconds, if there is a second process available, it will continue. If it is available, then it will P1 will exit and P2 will start. So P2 it will start its execution for 2 seconds. Again, the time slot is 2 seconds, so it will execute for 2 seconds only. So after 4 seconds, again P2 will remove. Now for next turn, P3 is arrived at 3rd second, and after when the P2 is not there, then P3 will start the execution. Okay, आता ह्या केसमध्ये तुम्हाला कॉम्प्लिकेशन असताच वाटतंय. ठीक आहे, आधी एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल घेतो मी. Okay, consider that the time slot it is time slot is arrival time considered in all cases the arrival time is 0. Okay, simplicity. For the simplicity, we are considering example of arrival time is 0. Don't consider this value. Okay, don't consider this value. त्यामध्ये थोडी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी आहे ते आपण नंतर थोडी डिस्कस करूया. So initially suppose the P1, P2, P3, P4 all are coming at the same time and we have ordered them as P1, P2, P3 and P4 and the bus time it is 7, 4, 2 and 1. Now P1 पहिल्यांदा 2 सेकंड एक्झिक्यूट होईल आणि रिमूव्ह होईल. Okay, switching will occur. After that P2 again P2 second and it will lift the CPU. After P2 suppose P3 come for the execution, then it gets the 2 seconds and in the 2 seconds it is completely executed. So P3 it will exit. Okay, after complete execution it will get exited. Now next P4 will start execution. P4 it will start executing and it will complete its execution. So P4 complete execution at 7 seconds. So now in the next turn again P1 will start execute. Again P1 will start the execution. Now what is the remaining time for the P1? 7 पैकी 2 execution complete होतं. So remaining 5. Out of 5 again 2 minutes 2 seconds complete. So again after 2 seconds it will get removed. So P1 चा 5 राहिलं होतं आता परत 3 राहिलं. ओके आणि P2 चं राहिलं किती होतं 2 राहिलं होतं. ओके इथं P2 2 चं एक्झिक्युशन कंप्लीट झालं होतं and it require again 2. So P2 will get the processor and at the 11 seconds it will completely execute. Okay, so now only one process remaining, that is the P1 and P1 किती राहिले execution 3 seconds. So it will continuously execute. So after 14 seconds all process will get executed. Okay, so 7 plus 4 11 plus 3 14. Okay, so at the 40 seconds all process will get executed. So this is the Gantt chart for the for this order. Okay, so in this way this complete execution will occur. Now calculate turnaround time. Calculation of turnaround time. So turnaround time for P1. What is the completion time for P1? It is at 14 minus arrival time by default is 0. So directly we can calculate the turnaround time for P1 is the 14. Second, for P2 completion time, P2 it is completed at 11. So 11 minus 0 again it is 11. So turnaround time for P2 is the 11. For P3 the completion time it is 6. So 6 minus 0 again 6. So 6 is turnaround time for P3 and for P4 it is 7. Okay, so for P4 it is the 7. 7 is the turnaround time. So now do the what is the total turnaround time? Total turnaround time it is 38. So you can calculate average turnaround time, that is 38 by 4. It is 9.5. Okay. Now do the calculation for the waiting time. Waiting time, turnaround time minus burst time. So turnaround time for, okay, so waiting time for P1, turnaround time 14 minus burst time 7. So waiting time 7. For P2, turnaround time 11 minus burst time 4. So again waiting time is 7. For P3 turnaround time 6 minus burst time is 2. So waiting time again it is 4. And for P4 turnaround time 7 minus burst time 1, so it is 6. So total waiting time is 24. Divided by 4, so you will get 6 as the average waiting time. Okay, now you can calculate the response time. Response time, first time allocation of the processor to the process. So for P1, it is allocated at the 0 second. So 0 minus arrival time by default is 0. So response time is 0 for P1. For P2, first time it is get allocated at second. So 2 is the response time. 2 minus 0 against 2. For P3, 4 minus 0, it is 4. For P4, 6 minus 0, so it is 6. So total response time, it is 12. Okay, so likewise, you have to calculate the turnaround time, waiting time, and response time. Any problem? Any doubt? Can you solve example?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take the 5 process P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, and take arrival time is 0 by default, and burst time 9, 5, 4, 7, 10. And
Time slot.
time slot 3.
सर टाइम स्लॉट किती?
Yes.
टाइम स्लॉट
Time slot is 3.
Hello, sir.
बोला.
Sir, I have doubt.
हा विचारा.
ते ग्रँड पे चार्टिंग मध्ये P4 नंतर आपण P1 ला का प्रेफरन्स दिला, पेटो का घेतला?
कसं होतं, आता रेडी क्यू आहे तुमची इथं, ठीक आहे. रेडी क्यू मध्ये मी काय केलं, 4 प्रोसेस टाकल्या होत्या. P1, देन P2, देन P3 आणि P4. मग ज्यावेळेस तुमची P1 2 सेकंद कंप्लीट होईल, ओके, P1 चा टाइम स्लॉट एक्सपायर झाला. एक्सपायर झाल्यानंतर परत ते कुठे येते, P1 ला येते, इथं लास्टला येते टेलला. त्यामुळे इथं परत P1 येतं. ज्यावेळेस मग P1 इथून निघालं बाहेर आणि P2 एक्झिक्युशन स्टार्ट झालं. म्हणजे P2 ज्यावेळेस रिमूव्ह होईल, P2 ज्यावेळेस रिमूव्ह होईल इथून, तर रिमूव्ह झाल्यानंतर परत ते कुठं ऍड होतं, लास्टला ऍड होतं. त्यामुळे ज्यावेळेस P4 ज्यावेळेस कम्प्लीट होईल, त्यावेळेस नेक्स्ट रोला कोण असेल, तुमची P1 असेल. त्यामुळे परत ते P1 ला येते सिक्वेन्शियली.
ओके.
येस. Mm. Okay, many people are giving the answer. Okay, okay, different answers are there. Everybody is getting different. Okay, let's try to solve this one. Okay, I will solve. So P1, P2, P3, and P5 time slot is 3. So P1 start execution from 0 to 3. Then P2 will come with execution start and 3 to 6. Then P3 will come in 6 to 9. Then P4 9 to 12. Then P5 okay, this is the P5 12 to 15. Okay, again after that P1 15 to 18. Then P2 18 to 20, only 2 seconds was remaining. Then P3 only 1 second required. Then P4 21 to 24, make it some large. Then P4 after that P5 ला कुठं 27 पर्यंत ओके पर्यंत आलं. After P5 again P1 will start and here the complete execution of P1. P2 already over, P3 already over, P4 it is remaining for 1 second. P4 and up to 31. P4 completely execute. Then go for P5 31 to 34, but again only P5 is remaining, so P5 will continuously execute. How much P5 is remaining? I think 4. So up to 35. It's 35. So 9, 35. Yeah. So it is total 35. Just cross check करा लास्ट परत ती राउंड रॉबिन जरा प्रॉब्लेम येते. हे लास्ट व्हॅल्यू 35 ह्याच्या ॲडिशनच्या इक्वल असावी. Okay. Now after that, this is your Gantt chart. Now go for the turnaround time. The turnaround time for P1 complete काय झालं total complete execution at 30 seconds. So 30 will be the turnaround time for P1. For P2 complete execution at 20. So 20. After that P3 complete execution कधी आहे? I think it is 21. So for P3 turnaround time 21. P4 complete execution at 31 and P5 complete execution at 35. Do the total. So it is 7 3 13. So it is 137. Okay, 137. That is your total turnaround time. Any confusion? Any confusion? Okay. So now calculate waiting time. Waiting time, turnaround time minus burst time. So 30, I'm doing calculation directly. 30 minus 9, it is 21. Again, 20 minus 5, so it is 15. 21 minus 4, 21 minus 4, it is 17. 31 minus 7, 24. And 35 minus 10, it is 25. So the total waiting time, I think it is 102. Is it correct? Has anybody got the same answer? Okay,
Sir.
Ankita, you have all correct. Okay. Okay. Maybe yes. Neha also got the same. Meena got the same. Okay, so many people there who got this answer. अजून कुणाला समजलं असं कोण आहे का? समजलं नाही असं कोण आहे का यामध्ये? बाकीचे लोक जे आहेत त्यांनी करेक्ट करा. ओके. ओनली most of the part of this calculation depend on the Gantt chart. Your Gantt chart should be correct. एकदा Gantt chart correct आला, बाकीचा प्रॉब्लेम आपोआप होतोय कारण की बाकी सगळं कॅल्क्युलेशन नॉमिनल आहे. बट मेन थिंग इज युअर Gantt chart. ओके. सो रिस्पॉन्स टाइम पण ठीक आहे. रिस्पॉन्स टाइम I think you can calculate now. Okay, I'm not going to calculate the response time because I want to take another problem that is regarding the different arrival time. Okay, so until now is it clear everybody? कोणाला काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे का यामध्ये? सगळ्यांना समजले?
Yes, sir.
ओके. समजले नसेल तरी सांगायचं, मैदान सोडून पळायचं नाही. ओके. बाकीचे 15-20 जण जे निघून गेले त्यांना मेसेज करा. फ्रेंड सर्कलमध्ये असतील मेसेज द्या. आलं नाही काही अडचण नाही. ओके, परत रिपीट होईल. पण मैदान सोडून कुणीही पळायचं नाही. रणछोडदास ह्या टर्म मध्ये व्हायचं नाही. ओके, ठीक आहे. नाउ गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम दॅट इज रिगार्डिंग द डिफरंट अरायवल टाइम. ओके. ह्या केसमध्ये थोडीशी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी आपली इन्क्रीज होऊ शकते. आय विल टेक दिस एक्झाम्पल. Okay, so we have the example regarding the different arrival time. Okay, so start to draw the Gantt chart for this. For this problem. Let's start with P1. Since P1 is only available, and what is our time slot? Is it 2? Yes, time slot is 2. Okay, consider your time slot is 2. So P1, it will execute between 0 and 2. After that, P2 arrive. So P2, it will get the CPU. ठीक आहे. आता ह्या केसमध्ये तुम्हाला आणखी एक टर्मिनॉलॉजी लक्षात ठेवावी लागेल, दॅट इज रिगार्डिंग द रेडी क्यू. ओके. सो रेडी क्यू जेव्हा कधी प्रोसेस सिस्टम मध्ये एंटर होईल त्यावेळेस ते कुठे स्टोअर असते? रेडी क्यू मध्ये. आणि रेडी क्यू नंतर ते रेडी क्यू मधून ते अलोकेट होते. ठीक आहे. सो सपोज दिस इज द रेडी क्यू. इनिशियली P1 was there, then P1 gets allocated, and for the next turn P2 was there. Okay, so when P1 will left the CPU. ओके, ज्यावेळेस P1 CPU लिफ्ट करेल आणि P2 त्याला CPU अलोकेट होईल, तर त्या केसमध्ये P1 इट विल गो टू द रेडी क्यू. ओके, P1 it will get the ready queue. एक मिनिट, बेटर अंडरस्टँडिंग तुमचं इथं होईल. ओके, सपोज सिस्टम मध्ये P1 आहे आणि P1 ला CPU अलोकेट झाला, म्हणजे समजा रेडी क्यू मध्ये रेडी स्टेट मध्ये आता P1 नाहीये. P1 is in the running state. After 2 seconds, okay, after 2 seconds P2 was there. P2 was there, but now P2 got the CPU. P2 got the CPU, and P1 it will go to the ready state. P1 it will go to the ready state, and now P2 it will get the CPU. So P2 is the running now. Okay, second after the second 2 सेकंद नंतर फक्त दोनच प्रोसेस आहेत, P1 आणि P2. आणि ह्या केस मध्ये रनिंग स्टेट मध्ये कोण आहे? P2. आणि P1 ही कोणत्या स्टेट मध्ये जाईल? रेडी स्टेट मध्ये. P2 ही रनिंग स्टेट मध्ये. आणि फक्त दोनच स्टेट, तिथे फक्त दोनच प्रोसेस अवेलेबल आहे. आफ्टर 1 सेकंड P3 arrive, and after P1 P3 will be scheduled there in the ready queue. Okay, now after 4 seconds P2 will remove from the CPU and it will come to the ready queue, and P1 it will get the CPU. This is after 4 seconds. What happened after 4 seconds? After 4 seconds, P2 it will get context switched, so it will go to the ready queue, and the next process, that is the P1 which is in the ready queue, that will get the CPU. It is not going to get the P3. Okay, हा गेटचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे. गेट मध्ये हा क्वेश्चन बराच वेळा येतो आणि सगळेजण इथंच चुकतात, हे पण सांगतो मी. बरेचसे फॅकल्टी, बरेचसे स्टुडंट हे सगळे इथंच कन्फ्युज होतात. सो हा कन्सेप्ट सगळ्यांना समजला पाहिजे. इन द रेडी क्यू व्हॉट इज गोइंग ऑन, वन्स यू विल गेट दिस, एव्हरीथिंग इज क्लिअर देन. सो P1 it will get allocated and it will get the 2 seconds. Okay, 2 सेकंड साठी P1 हा कंप्लीट एक्झिक्यूट होईल. After 6 seconds, P1 it will remove, go to the ready queue, and P3 will get the CPU. So P3 it will start the execution. Okay, now P3 it require only 2 seconds. So in the after the 8 seconds, P3 will completely execute. Okay, P3 will completely execute. कधी 8व्या सेकंदाला. अजून P4 आली नाहीये, but P3 it is completely finished. So P2 will get the CPU. P2 will get the CPU. Okay, so this is the P2. Now 10 seconds over. P2 it will execute from 8 to 10. Before that, at the 9th second, P4 arrives. So P4 it will place in the ready queue. Clear? Now after 10 seconds, P2 it will complete the execution and P1 will get the CPU. Now here P1. So P1, what is the remaining? It is the, okay, 4 over. Still Still it requires 3 more. So 10 to 12 it will get executed. After 12 seconds, again P1 it will get printed and come to the ready queue, and P4 it will get the CPU. Here P4 is going to execute. So P4 it requires only 1 second. So in 12 to 13 it will get completely executed. And after that, P4 complete execution, P1 it will get the CPU, and the remaining time, that is the 1 second remaining, it will get executed. So 14, 7 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, again it is 14. So this is the complete execution. अंडरस्टूड का परत मला एकदा रिपीट करावं लागेल. ओके, प्राजक्ता पळसे. ओके, आणखी एकदा मी रिपीट करतो. ओके, नो इश्यू. ठीक आहे. कन्सिडरिंग युअर रेडी क्यू. रेडी क्यू जेव्हा कधी पहिल्यांदा आपण प्रोसेस हार्ड डिस्क मधून रॅमवर पुटअप करतो, ज्यावेळेस एक्झिक्युशनसाठी प्रोसेस ज्यावेळेस मेन मेमरीमध्ये येईल त्यावेळेस ती रेडी क्यू मध्ये स्टोअर असते. सो इन द रेडी क्यू initially only P1 was there. So only P1 was there. Scheduler will pick up this process. Scheduler it will pick up this process and it will run this process. Okay, so P1 it start the running. Now P1 is in the running state. Now after 2 seconds, P2 was there. After 2 seconds, P2 was there. So, since P2 is available, P1 will get preempted and P2 it will get the CPU. Okay. P2 it will get the CPU. So P2 it will start the execution. इथं पण सेम टाइम स्लॉट मध्ये दाखवले त्या टाइपला. Now P2 it will complete its time slot in 2 to 4. 4 सेकंदापर्यंत P2 एक्झिक्यूट होईल कारण त्या टाइम स्लॉट 2 सेकंड अलोकेट झालाय. Now after 4 seconds, now before this 4 seconds, after the 3 seconds, P3 was there. P3 come into the main memory. So at the time 3rd second when P2 was executing, P3 is placed in the ready queue. So after P1, P3 is placed. Now after 4 seconds, P2 will get preempted. P2 will get preempted. It will leave the CPU processor. It will leave the processor. So now the processor it is available for the next process, that is the P1. So P1 it will get the CPU and it will start the execution. Now 4 to 6 P1 execute. In the time slot 4 to 6 P1 will execute. After 6 seconds P1 its time slot over, it will get preempted. After P2 it will get allocated and current process, that is the P3, it will get processor. So here we have started the execution of P3. Now P3, it will also get 2 seconds times dot 2, it will get 2 seconds, and within that 2 seconds, it will completely execute. So P3 from 6 to 8, it will completely execute. After complete execution, it is not going to the ready state. Okay, it is not going to the ready queue because it is completely executed. It will terminated. It will exited. So the next processor that is present in the ready queue is the P2. So P2 will get the processor. Now P2, it will start the execution. Okay. So 8व्या सेकंदाला P2 स्टार्ट होईल, पण 9व्या सेकंदाला P4 आली, त्यामुळे P4 इथं रेडी क्यू मध्ये प्लेस होईल. Now after 8 to 10, after 10 seconds, P2 will get completed. ओके, P2 ला किती 4 सेकंद पाहिजे, ऑलरेडी ह्याचे P2 चे 2 सेकंद झाले होते इथं 2 to 4 मध्ये, त्यामुळे 8 to 10 मध्ये राहिलेले 2 सेकंद कंप्लीट झाले. P2 टर्मिनेट झाला. P2 completely terminated. त्यामुळे इथं तो रेडी क्यू मध्ये येणार नाही, तो रिमूव्ह होईल. ओके, तो सिस्टम मधून रिमूव्ह होईल. मग ह्या केसमध्ये राहिलं कोण आता, P1 आणि P4. त्यामध्ये P1 हा पहिल्यांदा एक्झिक्यूट होईल. So P1, it will get executed 10 to 12. After that, it will get preempted, and for the remaining part, it will go to the ready queue. Then P4, it will start the execution. P4, so in the 12 to 13, P4 will execute. So P4, it require only 1 second, so it will complete executed 12 to 13, and after 13, it will get terminated. Okay, it will get completed. So after completion, only P1 is remaining. So P1 will get the processor, and for 13 to 14, P1 will be executed. And after complete execution, P1 is also get exited from the ready queue. Okay, so likewise, this execution in the round robin algorithm is taking place. Okay, so now go for the turnaround time. Turnaround time for each one. So calculate turnaround time for P1. P1 completed 14.
14.
Yes. Any doubt? P1, it's completely executed after 14. So 14 minus 0, which is 14. For P2, complete execution at 10. So 10 minus 2, it is 8. P3. P3 complete execution at 8. So 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. And P4 complete execution at 13. So 13 minus 9, this is the 4. Total turnaround time you can calculate. Is it 31? Yes.
31.
Yeah, it is 31. Okay, so it is the total turnaround time. Divided by 4, you will get the average turnaround time. Now go for the waiting time. Waiting time, turnaround time minus burst time. So here 14 minus 7. Right, I am writing 7. 8 minus 4. It is 4. 5 minus 2. It is 3. And 4 minus 1. Again it is 3. So it is 70. Divided by 4, 4.25, that will be your waiting time. Everybody got this? सगळ्यांना समजलंय? Go for the response time. Response time. First time processor allocate minus arrival time. So for P1 it is 0. For P2 it is 2 minus 2. Again it is 0. For P3 6 minus 3 it is 3. And for P4 12 minus 9 it is 3. So total response time it is 6. Getting, or is there still having confusion? अजून पण कन्फ्युजन आहे का? क्लिअर आहे सगळ्यांना? ओके, स्नेहल पुजारी क्लिअर, नो डाऊट. ओके, आणखी एकदा बघा. ओके, 2-3 मिनिट थोडासा वेळ घ्या तुम्ही आणि सगळेजण एकदा फक्त व्यवस्थित आणखी एकदा बघून घ्या आणि त्यानंतर मला विचारा. टेक युअर टाइम. Okay, waiting time formula. Turn around time minus burst time. Okay, so all of you got clear? सगळ्यांना समजलंय? स्वराली स्वराली भाजी भाकरी
Yes, sir.
क्लिअर आहे?
Yes, sir.
ओके ओके. बॉईज मध्ये आदित्य आदित्य इज देअर. दायफुले आदित्य दायफुले. Okay. Okay, we'll stop here. In the next lecture, we'll go with the more examples.